The Doctor's in. Michael Parati joining you guys live from Red Bull Conquest 2018. I'm joined today by Echo Fox's own Justin Wong. How you doing today, man?
I'm pretty good. Just relaxing. Nice Saturday, and then regional finals on Sunday. So, pretty good.
Now, you're already qualified, right?
Yeah, I have like I think 1,600 CPT points and number 6 on the leaderboard. So, yeah, I mean it'll be impossible for me to get kicked off at this point.
Now, you mentioned on Twitter earlier that you were playing with the idea of staying right where you are. You like your pool. Is it really that good of a pool?
I mean, obviously every player is good, right? That qualify for Capcom Cup, you grind it for the year, but it's one of those things where the matchups that I prefer, like in that area, would be like more favorable to me. So I rather just stay as 6th seed, because looking at based off the people that are trying to come up, I'll either fight the 26th seed no matter what. So the people that's close around the 26th to like the 30th, they're like ranges. So all 4 of them, I wouldn't mind the fight.
Yeah, because only the top 21's currently secured, but there's only so much that can change underneath. So as we head into Capcom Cup, obviously, you know, what is your practice routine looking like?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually, ever since Evo, I haven't been playing. It's more of like just taking like relaxing time off and just traveling and just playing in tournaments. That's like my only practice, and I would say since then, like, I've been playing a lot better. I won DreamHack Montreal. I've been getting like top 8 at consistent premieres, way more compared to the previous years. And I think that's just me just not thinking too much about Street Fighter, because if you think too much, you put too much pressure, too much stress, overthink things. So now it's like more of a instinct feeling, and it's making me play a lot better.
Now, you also had a new character come out this year, Menat, who you've been playing a lot, doing really well with Menat. We've talked about it before, but do you think that character is kind of partially involved with some of the success we've seen this year?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I will tell you straight up, Menat is a very broken character. She's really good. She's really cheap. Like, the fact that she could be won with many different type of play styles. It's not just about being like a Sako where it's like very V-trigger oriented, or myself where I play very lame, running out the clock, and then there's like other Menats just even stepping it up. It's just one of those things where it's just like, yeah, she's so creative and have so much tools that she can really dictate the whole game no matter what. Like, you have to have an expert Menat player in your area, your region, to know how to fight the matchup. It's just one of those characters that you need to like have experience and practice with if you want to like beat her down.
So in that regard, then, are you saying that a lot of these W's are coming from unfamiliarity?
Oh yeah, I mean, even now, like, I would say she's been out since season 2, and the fact that her V-trigger is so good, so cheap, 2-bar V-trigger, able to use the orb whenever you want. It's kind of like a Marvel thing where it kind of breaks the term Street Fighter, right? Because there's like orbs behind, making attacks safe, making attacks harder to block. It becomes super mix-up heavy city where, you know, a lot of times you have to like really respect it, and the fact that it's only 2 bars and it lasts us forever, it's really cheap.
So where are you putting her on the tier chart? Because we're hearing lots of, you know, Cammy's number 1, Rashid's number 1. You know, where does Menat fill in the list there?
I personally think she's either 3 or 4.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can see that.
yeah, she's definitely top 5 in the game. No problem, whatsoever. She's like, I will tell you, she is straight up cheap. Like, there is no shame for me telling you that she is cheap, because she really is cheap. So she's definitely super top 5 in the game, and even though she's like, so if we did like the old school tier list when it comes to like, oh, this match is 7-3, 8-2, and you like kind of tally up the points, like Street Fighter 4 style, I would say she's probably top 2 in the game. But based off just how we rank characters in Street Fighter 5 is based off risk reward, that's why she's a little bit lower. But even then, that's still really, really good if you're still considered 3 or 4 in my book personally, right? But I think everybody's tier list they will have her as at least top 5 minimum.
Makes sense. Now, you mentioned that you're playing less Street Fighter, you're doing other things. You seem to be a bit of a food blogger now. You've been putting out a couple different, you know, Jay Wong tries this type of videos. Is that something that you kind of want to like move into it, like outside of Street Fighter?
I would say it's just it's a new hobby,
Okay.
right? It's one of those things where when I have a new hobby or something I want to do, I kind of want to see through it no matter what. So I would say right now just doing YouTube stuff, traveling, and then like working with like my editors to see how it looks and everything. I think it's pretty cool, and I just want to do like more content where it shows like FGC in terms of we are just not players that just presses buttons all the time. It's
a person.
It's more like I want you to know like what do we like, what do we enjoy eating, what do we hate, pretty much like the lives of FGC people that you normally do not see, because probably the only thing you do see is just us playing our matches, knowing our setups, knowing our execution, just like that type of stuff. But I mean, what kind of like food does this person like? What's his favorite cereal? What's his favorite anime? Stuff like that,
Yeah, and so speaking of lives outside of Street Fighter, you you had a change. You're now engaged. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How does that change the travel? Because having, you've obviously been together, but it's still a change, right?
I would say yes, it is a change. I would say 2019 is probably one of those years where I probably won't travel as much, or I think I would probably only do like mostly NA. Probably international is kind of like out of the question. But yeah, that's kind of my goal.
The goal to stay stay national.
Yeah, the goal was to stay in NA for 2019, just because just traveling is very stressful, I would say, and especially when you're doing like every week, and then I just don't want to do that for like my I guess like future family, right?
That's fair. Now, does that plan change with Capcom rankings? Like, if you don't get an early spot, as the end of the season looms, are you gonna change that up a bit?
I would say if I don't get the spot, then I mean I suck. So that's pretty much it, right? So it's one of those things where, yeah, I gotta play good, I gotta do well, and every year I made it in the Capcom Cup so far. So, and this year is one of those years where I really went to like the hard Asia tournaments, did well, and then always did well in America. So, I mean, if it's the same like next year, then I will probably maybe qualify off of just only winning NA events or doing well at NA events.
Okay. And then final question. You've been tweeting a lot about shoes lately. We had those Goku shoes. You tweeted you were going to be wearing your cells this weekend.
I definitely was not. I definitely didn't wear the cells this weekend just because I saw like all the weather, and I was kind of scared like if it was like going to snow or not. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to just wear something that's more like snow friendly, where snow doesn't bother me, because Adidas is one of those things where if you get like the wetness inside, it's done with the shoe, especially it's definitely done. It's not the durability compared to a Nike shoe to Adidas shoes Nike is definitely more superior when it comes to durability.
Having the mesh is also kind of questionable because the stuff just soaks through. Yeah. But all right, anybody you want to shout out? Anybody you want to thank?
Obviously, shout outs to Echo Fox for putting me up this year and then making me travel all this time and having fun, and also shout outs to all the fans watching the Twitch streams, YouTube streams, and all the tournaments I come to, and shout outs to my fiance, Jackie. So yeah, I mean that's about it.
All right. Thanks, man.